Alright, well, should have enough clearance thanks to some blocks of timber. It's not quite as high as the RAV4, but getting there. It's like another 50% increase in tyre size basically. It's enough that I can get to the sump drain plug and the oil filter up in there. It's not easy, it's not going to be pretty, but it'll work. I'll just get one of my low level drain pans, dump it, be done with it. I'm not going to bother getting the jack stands or anything out. It's all good. The RAV4 is much higher. Oh, that even looks like the front main seal's going. Yeah. Well, there's the front part of the oil pan. I'll check the torque on those bolts. That's where the drips are coming from. There's one already down there. It's getting worse. I know the front cover, the timing chain cover leaks, and that's for sure. It might not be the front main seal, but... well, that guy's alternator belt's screaming. Not as bad as mine. Well, oh, sorry, mine's not as bad as that one. But anyway, yeah, it's a bit of a mess. I don't mind oil drips. It's just marking its territory. It's like a Jag. Jags always mark their territory with oil. There's no real difference. Well, I think the Ford's more reliable though. Okay, well, the new filter is on. I've topped the crankcase up with oil, so you can only do a quick test run, let it run for a bit and settle in, get any air out of the filter, that sort of thing, and then just let it settle and top the oil up for a final top up essentially, and it's done. But I am going to wash the engine down because the permanently locked Visco fan makes a lot of dust, and as you can see there's a lot of dust in that engine bay along with the oil. So degrease and wash and done. Yeah, oil pressure's come up. Still no higher than before, but still it's better than before. The oil's better anyway, it's not black. Well, dark brown. I'll let it go a bit far on this one. I don't normally let it go dark brown. Mind you, the oil pressure sender in this isn't the best. I think that's half the reason I'm getting funny readings. It is working though. I'm going to work out how to reset this damn thing. It always goes through its demo cycle whenever I turn the car on. I've got a feeling one of the power wires isn't hooked up properly. Fine flug, perfect driving music. I also threw a very barely used air cleaner in here. I pulled an air cleaner out of a scrap car that had been serviced just before the auto went out on it. So I had virtually a brand new Ryco filter to throw in there. The old one is screwed. But get rid of all that. Yeah, there's the old filter that I pulled out of the car. Pretty bad. It's done. Certainly idles a lot better. Still not quite 100%, but getting there. See, I've written down the readings and everything on the crankcase or the rocker cover. That's what I do to my own cars. I wouldn't do it to somebody else's, but I write down compression readings when I do the test and the date. Yeah, date and compression readings is usually what I do to my own engines, but not anyone else's. Coolant level's still fine. It's just the whole thing needs to cool down and then be washed. So we'll move up to there, get rid of that air conditioner, and give her a wash down in the area that I normally wash things down. The area that nothing grows. Mostly. There's some weeds growing there. So I remade all these battery connections and things. Fitted a bigger battery, 600 cold cranking amps. The RAV4 also has a 600 cca battery, you know, which is way overkill. But it's a lot better than the piddly little mini battery that was in there. And the battery tray is actually made for a 600 or so battery. Alright, let's move in for washdown. I swear they didn't make these cars for wearing decent officers' hats. That's why they called me the Mad Hatter. I'm always wearing something different. Particularly military hats. I love military hats. But yeah, the headline is not quite high enough for a Soviet visor hat. The top end on this car is pretty noisy. There's one lazy tap it, tick tick tick. Yeah, it settles down after a while, but I've got to give this thing a real good thrash and it'll come good again. Deglaze everything. She's done too many short trips to work. Off the wooden blocks. Over the wooden blocks. Yeah, that'll do. Actually, we'll go back a bit. I'll get the blocks again and raise her up so I can clean underneath. Get rid of all that oil off the underside of the crankcase and the sump. Yeah, these are a good car. It's a shame they don't make them anymore. Especially when you can put XR6 sport suspension and everything in them. She handles really well. I like it. Nice audible click from the AC compressor clutch. D-Mist uses AC. Auto. Yeah, it all still works. It's pretty amazing considering a lot of these stop working. Same with the onboard computer. Not that I've bothered setting the clock or anything. Plenty of space in the back. Enough for a heap of office equipment or kids or whatever. Got the old printer that I gave my mum. The Epson Aculaser C500, I think it's, so C900. The feed rollers have gone out on it. It just doesn't pick up paper anymore. An old filing cabinet, portable filing cabinet. It's an optional RAM. No optional RAM. These things have been in here for the last couple of weeks. I'll have to get them out and sort them. But yeah, I've got a ton of cartridges and everything for that one, so I'm going to repair it and use it, or give it back to Mum if she wants it. Anyway, time to clean the Ford, or at least clean the engine. Better let it cool down first. I gotta love cleaning engines. It's always fun. The first can was half empty before I started. Oh, look, the alternator looks like new again. Clean everything. The cross members, subframe, everything. It's just covered in it. It's going to take a few more cans, I think. Well, as long as it looks fairly presentable. Still got to hose it off with the gurney. Oh, there we go. All clean. Doesn't give a shit about water. Still runs. Started just fine. So much cleaner. Gotta love a big 6. Awesome. It's got a clean inside now. Make it look less like an office and more like a car. Red light's park brake, which is one of those ugly under dash ones that I never use. If it's on the console, I use it all the time, but that one there, the only reason I used it because it was sitting on wooden blocks down there. And those tyres were skidding on the ground. Police trying to get her up there anyway. But yeah, that's done. Working. Test drive tomorrow and should be fine. Thanks for watching.